Hello, Aries. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. All right, let's get started with your oracles, messages for Aries. We have collaborate. I wonder what would happen if we joined forces. On the bottom is ready. What are we waiting for? Let's do this. All right. Get the Raven's Rose Oracle. We're going to get 3 of these messages for Aries. You have liar, two-faced, betrayal. I lie to you constantly, and you believe me because you want my words to be true so badly. Sensitive, emotional, fragile. It may look like I don't care, but don't judge a book by its cover. I feel things deeply. And abusive, cruel, uncaring, selfish. I will break you down mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. This don't look good. And on the bottom is unstable, mental illness, chaotic, messy. My life is a mess, as is the energy I omit. I will confuse you. Don't rely on me. So, what this looks like to me is someone is trying to not show how affected they are by the way someone else is treating them. Or this could be a situation where someone is pretending that they don't see what they're really seeing. Either I don't feel like this is like being in denial. This is more, I'm not going to show the other that I see what's going on here, what they're doing to me. What the energy feels to me like someone who knows they're in a bad situation and is looking or working on a way to get out. So let's get the Twisted Oracle. We're going to get 3 of these for more contexts, messages for Aries. Fed up. Yeah. This could be a relationship where um, these two jumped into things way too quickly, like jumping into getting serious before really knowing the other. Fed up, married, and love spell. Yeah. Secret accounts on the bottom. This could also be someone who got love bombed into a relationship that ended up moving really quickly. This sometimes is a narcissistic trait. They love bomb and make themselves appear as everything you'd ever want until they have you locked in, and then things change. It's indicating like someone got into, you don't necessarily have to be married, it's indicating marriage, but it's indicating like someone got into this relationship under an illusion. All right, so let's get started. The tarot, we're going to start with the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for Aries. Ten of Swords. Ouch. First card out, Ten of Swords. Eight of Cups in reverse. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah. It's giving the energy of like, I got fooled. I haven't left yet, but I was fooled. It's giving this liar energy. I mean, we have this liar card both says two-faced and betrayal. And that's what this is indicating, betrayal. A lack of clarity or a lack of truth, being two-faced. Ten of Swords, Eight of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. Five of Cups, yeah, regret, disappointment, Ten of Cups, and Page of Cups. This could be a situation where someone is stuck in a marriage, stuck with this person. There could be kids involved at this point. Five of Cups, Ten of Cups, Page of Cups. World in reverse. Unfinished business, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. A lot of cup energy here, water energy, so this is a very emotional situation, or you could be dealing with a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. See, we have this Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups here. This is like the dream relationship. This is like the ultimate goal here. And either someone didn't walk away because that's what they were expecting, or that's what they were being, that was what was being portrayed to them, or this is indicating like marriage, kids, home. I can't walk away because of marriage, kids, home, family, life, like life things. What this feels like is I got suckered into something that I cannot now not get out of, which is exactly what I was talking about in the beginning. There's regret here. More than likely, someone regrets moving too fast with someone else. Tell me about the overall energy for Aries. Yeah, overload. This is too much. Excessive obligation, overwhelm. I think someone feels trapped because of what they're obligated to at this point. You can be with someone for years before you see their true colors, or before they start really revealing their true colors. Um, and sometimes it happens slowly over time. They start just slowly revealing the way they truly are. I feel like that's what this is. I feel like someone is trapped in a situation where they're seeing they're seeing what's happening, but they've already been in this relationship long enough to where there's marriage, there's kids, there's responsibilities, things like that. So now someone's like, how do I get out of this when I'm already in it so deep? Sweet dreams. Yeah. This could also be a situation where someone's tried to leave before and the other has asked for forgiveness. So they took them back. I feel like what got this person was the love bombing. I feel like that's why things moved quickly, and, like things got, I feel like things move quickly, like in regards to dating. There may have been a quick engagement or a quick marriage. Kids may have come quickly. Things move fast. And the reason for that is because the one who's doing the thing, it's like I'm telling you, they want to get you locked in. They want it to where you can't leave. These are very narcissistic things. Now, I'm not saying the other person is a narcissist, but this is how a narcissist would operate. Um, to the outside world, narcissists are very charming. They're very helpful, and they'll do for their neighbor in a heartbeat. But behind closed doors, they're a totally different person, and it could take years for even the one who's with this person to see those things. I feel like this is a situation here that's happening. So tell me about the situation for Aries. King of Cups in reverse. Once again, you could be dealing with a water sign, but this can also be someone who's emotionally manipulative or emotionally unavailable. Hanged Man in reverse, Pisces energy, and the Knight of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, someone's trying to figure out how to get unstuck. King of Cups in reverse, Hanged Man in reverse, Knight of Swords. This someone has been in this situation long enough to where now they're seeing through. They're starting to see the patterns of what this person is doing. They're seeing through what this person is trying to do to fix things. They're seeing beyond that now, and that's what it takes time to pull the get the fog out of your eyes. Six of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Yeah, this is about someone looking for a way out. Six of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, Seven of Swords, King of Wands in reverse, and Queen of Cups. Making a choice. Someone being honest with themselves, making a choice. So we have the King of Pentacles here and the King of Wands in reverse. That's two very opposite people. And I feel like someone feels like that's what they're dealing with here. Someone thought they were getting the, well, it's Queen. Queen, yeah, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. And this could go either way. This could be masculine or feminine um, who's doing this. But these are two very different energies. Queen of Pentacles is someone who's stable, grounded, dependable, loyal. And this is what is being offered in the beginning. But the Queen of Wands in reverse, this can be someone who's controlling, manipulative, anger issues. This is the flip side of this person. Someone's trying to free themselves from this person is what this is. I feel like someone is seeing through the illusion of what this person is trying to present. They've moved past that stage of living in the illusion, seeing through that, seeing the patterns, seeing things clearly, and thinking, I need to get out of this, but I'm in it so deep, I don't know how to get out. I have so many things connected to this person. How am I going to get away from them? Tell me about the situation for Aries. Merit making. This is like asking for forgiveness, but this is talking about um, in regards to the past, avoiding things in regards to the past. Let me get some more. Libation, donation, pray, and religion. See, someone's hoping, wishing, praying to get unstuck from this. An alliance. Ooh, this okay. This feels like a classic, like this seems like a classic case of someone who is stuck with a narcissist. And I know this because I've experienced it. Um, this person, the one who's doing the thing here, may have isolated the other from friends and family. This looks like someone is thinking about reaching out to someone to help them, making the choice to communicate an alliance. Because the thing about it is if you are dealing with a narcissist, it's really hard to it's hard to get away. They make it hard. They make it that I mean that is their goal from the beginning. From the moment you interact with this person, they want to have complete control. Tell me about merit making. Yeah, see that once again talking about the illusion. I there's something here about there was a time, and this may not be for everybody, but there was a time where there was an opportunity to get away from this person, and they convinced the one who's doing all this, who's doing the thing, convinced the other to stay, and that person stayed. Once again, it's that love bombing. I feel like someone had the opportunity to leave and they used that love bombing and it worked again. So tell me about the outcome for Aries. Let me see if I need to. Do I need to take those three cards? So we have the Three of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Reuniting. Reunion is not going to work. There's a breakup. Oh, so I feel like the indication here is, yeah, you may have got me to come back once, but you're not going to convince me to do that again. I'm not falling for it again. Three of Cups, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, the Devil in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, like I was saying before. Emperor in reverse. When you have the King of Wands and Emperor in reverse together, that is someone who's very controlling and manipulative. It looks like whoever's dealing with this situation is going to get out. But I'm telling you, even a lot of times in these situations, even when you get out, you're still not done with that person, especially if you have kids with them or there's some sort of, if you're bound to them somehow through finances, children, whatever it is, assets. It is so hard. You think you're never going to get rid of this person. If you have kids with this person, it's even harder. And the only way, well, I won't say the only way, but how you finally get rid of this person is when they get bored of whatever they're doing to you and they find someone else. Because there's this constant need for, they need to control someone. That it's what makes them feel powerful, which indicates to me insecurity, a lack of self-worth, self-confidence. If you need if you need to control someone else in order to feel powerful, then that means there's something going on within you that you need to work on. But there is a lack of accountability here in this situation. So, in regards to these people, so that would never happen for a true narcissist. Now, people can have these tendencies and not be narcissists. There is always the possibility of change, but for some, that's just not going to happen. Devil in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. But this is indicating to me like this is someone who is going to be able to get out of this situation. Yeah. The Sun is clarity. Six of Pentacles. Yep. The outcome is showing that someone is seeing that the only way they're going to be free is to get away from this person. And it's showing to me like someone is going to get away from this situation or this relationship. I feel like someone sees as though that they had an opportunity in the past to get out of this, and they wish now that they would have taken it. And I feel like there's a feeling here now of if I get that opportunity again, I'm not going to pass it up, or I'm going to take it. I'm not going to fall back on it. I don't think someone has got out yet, but I do think they will get out, and it's not one of the more difficult situations. It seems to me like someone is getting out of this fairly easily. Coach, advice, obedience, and knowledge. Yep. That's what I keep going back to in regards to someone having an opportunity in the past. It's like if I knew then what I know now, um, but even still, yet now that someone knows, they're not passing up another opportunity. Mask. Yep. See, this is talking about having clarity that this isn't going to work, needing to end the relationship. It's what I was talking about in the beginning. I said this in the beginning that someone is not showing the other how they're truly feeling, and that's a strategy. That is a strategy to continue figuring out how to get out without allowing the other person to know what's going on. Yeah, disturbance, control. See, yeah, someone, the one who's dealing with this, is feeling like this person is controlling and manipulative. The only way I'm going to have balance is to get out of this relationship, and that is the truth. That is the truth. Tell me about the advice. Tell me about the advice for Aries. Three of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords. I'm telling you, this person, they're going to pull the same old song and dance. A lot of times, once again, if you're dealing with a narcissist, which you don't have to be, but that's the vibe this is giving, they do different tactics. And it seems like this person knows that love bombing tends to be the way they get the other back. But when they see that that isn't going to work, they're going to change tactics. This could be playing the victim, victim mentality. This could be guilt, gaslighting, anger. And this is like almost like a checklist. Oh, that didn't work. Well, I'm going to try this. It's like they have multiple different personalities and they're just pulling each one out till they see what works. And what happens in this situation is when they've exhausted all their strategies that they can use to try to get someone back, when they see that they nothing they can do works, They'll even try indifference. Oh, like, oh well, I'm just going to leave you alone. I'm just not going to. They will try literally everything, and all everything they're doing is just an attempt to try to fool the other into giving in. But once they see they can't do that, they start looking for someone else. They look for someone vulnerable who they can do these things to. So, the best thing you can do in this situation, once you get away from this type of person, is to stand your ground, give them as little as possible, and be as boring as possible to this person. Don't give them anything, because anything you give them is fuel for them to work with to do whatever strategy they can come up with. But that's what this is talking about. It's saying this person is going there. It's already telling me that they're going to try this love bombing thing again, asking for forgiveness, because it's indicating there's separation here. There's healing in separation, but this person is going to try to once again, ask for forgiveness. Three of Swords in reverse, Four of Swords, Knight of Cups. Yeah, they're going to want to talk about healing things. Also, another thing, this is talking about being separated or being alone, being in solitude. Another thing they're probably going to try to do is get you alone with them, and that's because they want. It's all a freaking mind game to them. They want to mess with you mentally, or pull on your heartstrings. They're trying to. It's all about manipulation. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. So there's something here about like not being, if you're separated from this person, don't, if they want you to talk alone, I wouldn't do it. Like meet somewhere alone, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, this is love bombing. Eight of Wands, the Hermit, the Empress. I need to take these three cards that fell. Is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. That's giving up. The Hanged Man. Yeah, Six of Wands in reverse. It's really just, this section here is talking about the love bombing. They're trying to give the one that's dealing with this what they think they want, but it's not going to work. I'm hearing things like starving them out. It's talking about supply. That's what it's saying. It's saying not to give them supply. Whatever you give them is helping to feed them into keeping this going. And there's a lot here talking about whatever this person attempts, don't feed into it. I'm hearing things like feed, like starving. I'm hearing starving and feeding. Um, but what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is like I'm hearing like starving a fire. The picture I'm having in my head is like there's like a building, and there's a fire inside of it, and I'm seeing smoke billowing out of it, and what it needs is the oxygen depraved from it in order for it to be no longer be fed. In order for the fire to no longer be fed, I don't know why I'm getting this. The indication here, what I'm getting from what I'm seeing, is don't give this person anything. In order to prevent the fire from growing, don't feed it anything. Oh Lord, tell me about the advice. Schedule, management, plan, organize, giving up in order to heal. Yeah. The advice is really just saying to limit what is necessary in regards to anything to do with this person. If you can go no contact with this person, if that is possible, that's absolutely what you need to do. But that's not possible for everyone. If you have kids with this person or assets, or you're going through a divorce, there's things that you need to talk about. It's saying only give this person what is absolutely necessary. The advice is screaming this. It seems like this is very important in regards to who this is resonating for. It's saying the way that you end this is to give this person as little as possible. And that's going to vary depending on what you have with this person. If you don't have any kids with this person, um, it's just requiring a divorce or a breakup or whatever, go no contact as much as possible with this person. And the thing about it is they're going to push. They're going to push you and push you and push you. And is the thing is to stand your ground and stand strong until they give in. Because that's what they're trying to get you to do. They're trying to get you to give in because they think they can accomplish that. When they see they can't, eventually they'll just go away. Compromise. Yep. I'm telling you. Yep. Show yourself self love. Yeah. You're doing this for yourself. The only reason, if this person was worried about how you felt, if you're the one dealing with this, then they wouldn't be pushing you to try to get you to do things you don't want to do. So it's all about them. So show yourself self love and stand your ground in regards to this other person. Stand your ground in doing what you want to do that you feel is best for you. Don't let this person push you around. Don't let this person try to get you stuck in a situation you don't want to be in. All right, let's get the closing messages. These are yes or no cards. Messages for Aries. Have yes, the best medicine, getting the real scoop. On the bottom is no, unfinished business, loose ends, feel restless. All right, let's get these spirit animals, oracles, messages for Aries. You have rabbit. On the bottom is Mandarin duck. Let's see what rabbit says. 75. Rabbit. Develop the ability to think on your feet. Be inspired by the spirit of the rabbit, which teaches you to balance action with reflection. Symbolizing fertility, agility, and intuition, the rabbit embodies the ability to think quickly and respond swiftly to both opportunities and challenges. Embrace its qualities to enhance your capacity for rapid decision making and adaptability in various situations. In fast paced situations, the ability to think on your feet transforms hesitation into confident decisions. Yes, and that may be something that's necessary in a relationship like this. All right, Aries, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.